2011, and with me are Susan Beck, who is the founder of Soul Sister Farm and Food, and Dana Harvey, who is the director at Mandela Marketplace. We have an ecosystem of people who are helping solve the food desert problem. If you're not familiar, food desert is areas where there is no fresh food available. Tell me more about what you're working on together to help solve that problem.
Okay. So Mandela Marketplace is a nonprofit organization located in West Oakland. And we have worked with the community for some time to figure out how can we really address food security, but also make sure that what we do benefits the community. So we launched a worker-owned, for-profit grocery store called Mandela Foods Cooperative, and linked that to other potential businesses like wholesale produce distribution that serves family farmers, and a produce service business for corner markets in the community. And so with this model, I met Susan Beck, and it was actually the Alameda County government that asked me to come to Cherryland to see if we could bring the Mandela Marketplace into Cherryland. And a key part of our model is that we don't just bring stores into neighborhoods, but rather we work with community and engage and empower them in building their own markets.
Right.
So I met Susan, and we've been working together for about a year now to understand the dynamics of bringing a marketplace into Cherryland.
Right. And Cherryland did not have a fresh food market before.
That's correct.
You went in there. How many miles around are you serving right now with your market?
In West Oakland, we serve about 25,000 local residents of West Oakland, as well as commuters and other customers from around the Bay. We're located directly across from the last BART stop to San Francisco, so we do get a lot of commuter customers. In Cherryland, I learned today, it's about 1 square mile, so it's about 14,000 residents. So, you know, really expanding our reach across that East Bay would be exciting.
Yes, and Susan, you're working with the community to grow the food that would be at Mandela Marketplace.
Right. When Dana came into Cherryland to talk with community and talk with residents about forming our own grocery store, we were obviously really excited because we don't have one. But the other opportunity that Cherryland offers is that we have very large lots, often that are undeveloped, and it's all historical farmland. And so we saw the opportunity to install, incubate, and operate small commercial urban farms that would feed into the marketplace, and to be able to launch also commercial food brands out of the marketplace in our neighborhood. So with my partner in community transformation, Chanel Allen, we've launched Soul Sister Food and Farms, and we're intending to incubate residents in our neighborhood into business ownership, helping to both show the value of our land beyond development, and also to help shift our mindset in our neighborhood from a jobs mentality to an entrepreneurship mentality.
So what transformation have you seen working with the community and building this food system within the local community?
For example, one of our worker owners, James Burke, who started working with us when he was 15, had a lot of health issues. He had an irregular heartbeat, and he would get faint and be sick and couldn't sleep. And so as he began to work with us and change his diet, kind of change his work habits, he now does not have those health issues anymore. He also was awarded the Robert Redford Art of Activism Award for the work that he's done with young people in the community. James Bell, who lives in West Oakland, who's a worker owner of Mandela Foods, said that he used to really live on ramen noodles. I think they call it a ghetto meal or something like that. It's ramen noodles and something else.
The college standard.
Yes, and he said, even though I might do it every once in a while, but he's really changed his eating habits, but also the eating habits of his family. We have a team of young people who are starting the produce service business. One of the young men is now in Germany working with German chefs, learning how to become a chef. So we've transformed lives not only because they're eating better, but because they also feel empowered and proud of owning a business in their community. They are community leaders, and they are able to then educate and support other people in the neighborhood who want to have a better diet and healthier lifestyle. There are owners of businesses, so we have 5 business owners right now who weren't business owners before. So I think that's pretty powerful.
Well, one of the things that I really noticed when Mandela came in to our neighborhood is that it engaged the entire community in a conversation about food and food access. And in our neighborhood, we have about probably 51% immigrant population, many of them undocumented. And so there's a big language barrier and there's a big trust barrier between, in the diversity of the community. And it was very difficult for English-speaking and Spanish-speaking residents to come together. We had different times that it made sense for us to do our community work. A lot of our residents don't want to show up if the police are there, or if the sheriff is there, and the English-speaking residents, that's how they organize themselves, and they're involved with government and police and things like that. So Mandela Marketplace coming in and engaging us all in a conversation about food linked the Latino and the American population in our neighborhood in a way that both communities had found impossible. We really kept finding ourselves coming across issues and just missing each other. And so in addition to transforming a lot of personal lives through community gardens and neighborhood gardens as we've been building, I think really the political power of 2 organizations or 2 communities within one who weren't integrated has been amazing.
Now, is it possible to feed the city with local food?
In Cherryland, we don't, at Ashland, we don't have enough open space that we could grow enough food to support our entire community.
Right.
So it's needed to localize food, to provide fresh, healthy food, but there will always be a need to support family farms outside of our neighborhood, and that's why we love the Mandela model, because we can support both farms in our neighborhood as well as supporting farms within 200 miles of us to supplement. So we're never going to leave behind the family farmers who have the acreage, but growing some things local to home, especially things that are going to be processed through the marketplace, can make a really nice home-based business for folks.
And I think that's one of the key elements, is that in the urban farming paradigm, there's value-added products that really are going to be the main source of profitability. And the other piece that gets overlooked when we're looking at urban farming is we tend to think about just food.
Right.
But there's flowers and cut flowers and herbs and essential oils and soaps, and so there's
compost.
There's a whole compost. There's a whole realm of value-added products that are needed in our communities that really don't have access to those basic needs, that those can be grown and created in the inner city.
Right. Value added.
Meaning, if I grow lavender and then I make a lavender essential oil, or if I
tomatoes to tomato sauce,
and if I grow cut flowers and then sell the cut flowers or sell bouquets. So those are all examples of value added.
That's brilliant. You're employing the farm, and you're employing people who are processed.
That's right.
You were asking about what's next, and I just wanted to mention also that one of the projects that we're working on in Cherryland is that this shift in our community from an employee mindset and really a dependency on government mindset to entrepreneurship. And that doesn't just happen overnight, that people want to start their own business. So we're looking at creating a culturally relevant urban farming and food business hub in our neighborhood at a house that was donated to us that has a pretty large lot with it. So we're excited to bring up more entrepreneurs in the neighborhood through that.
Fantastic. So for the viewers who want to get involved in this space, build entrepreneurship in the food space, what can they do?
They can go online and see Mandela Marketplace at mandelamarketplace.org.
Great. Well, thank you so
much. Thank you so much.